So, in case you haven't noticed, it is that time of the year where we get flooded by brand new iterations of entry-level smartphones from Tecno, Infinix, Itel, even Redmi. Now, I just reviewed the Tecno Pop 9, which is the first of those new smartphones. But today, let's talk about this guy, the Tecno Spark 30C. The obvious and biggest change is the design. They choose to go now with a circular camera module instead of the square shape we had last year. So it kind of adds a bit of fresh new feel to the design that I would say it's really needed. But this new design now makes this smartphone look so much like others, like the Itel X24, the Itel RS4, and even the Tecno Camon 30 series. In fact, when I saw the design of this phone, the first thing that came to my mind was definitely the Tecno Camon series of this year or maybe early next year will definitely come with a different design. Finger crossed, you heard it here first. Now, in terms of build quality, it is as expected. Plastic rear with slightly rough matte finishing, and also a plastic frame but with a smoother matte finishing. Good thing though is that both the rear and the frame do not attract fingerprint marks and dust, so really you have nothing to worry about. Now, during my testing, I was really impressed with the speakers of this phone. The audio quality was very good. There are dual speakers. You have one below and another one at the top, but you just want to know that the one below is the main speaker. This one right here at the top is just kind of supplementary. Now, I got the base model with me that comes with 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage for about 140,000 naira. That is $90 depending on how you are converting it. There is also another version that comes with 6 gigs of RAM, which is the one I would definitely recommend you get because honestly, you can't go wrong with more RAM power. Now, in the display department, the biggest highlight is the 120Hz refresh rate, which makes it on paper to be smoother or even better than the regular Spark 20 we had a few months ago. But I said on paper because most of my testing apps tells me otherwise. Now, just like I suspected with the Tecno Pop 9 that I just recently reviewed, it doesn't feel or move like a 120Hz screen. I mean, my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra comes with 120Hz, so I know it when I see it. But this one, it just looks like at most 90Hz, which is what all of these applications tells me. But other specs actually checks out. It's a 6.67 inches, 720 pixel resolution, IPS LCD screen with 500 nits at peak brightness. So that means it is fairly usable outdoors. Now, videos on YouTube can go up to 2K or 1440p. So that makes for a very clear and nice video viewing experience. And coupled with the dual symmetrical speakers that sounds really, really great, you will definitely enjoy watching movies or whatever it is on the screen of this phone. Now, another mystery I did try to unravel with this phone has to be the processor. Because seriously, Helio G81? Now, there is little or no information about this chipset online, and it is not even listed on MediaTek website as one of their chipsets. And also, like someone said in the unboxing video I made on YouTube, how come the Helio G85 can support up to 90Hz refresh rate, but we get 120Hz with the Helio G81? Now, why is the math going backward? Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Well, for those who asked for the Antutu and Geekbench scores, well, here they are. They are not great figures, but then it just shows that this phone, at best, is built for basic smartphone operations. Asphalt 9, which is now Asphalt Legends Unite, runs smoothly on this phone at very good graphics, and Call of Duty Mobile also played at medium graphics and high frame rate. Multitasking is also available on this phone, though not supported by all applications, and also floating windows too, which is super useful when you want to get more than one thing done simultaneously with your phone. Now, once again, just like the Tecno Pop 9, Tecno promises 4 years plus lasting fluency using this phone. Like, what they mean is that you will not experience any kind of lags if you use this phone for at least 4 years plus. Well, like I will always say, time will tell. but I'm sure the way it is boldly written all over the wrapping of this phone, I'm sure they plan to support this device with at least some years of Android updates. So we may not be stuck with the Android 14 that this phone comes out of the box with. Now, for the battery, it is 5000 mAh as usual, but something boldly written in the wrapping of this phone is that you can get up to 1000 plus charging cycles, which is just statistics to let you know that the battery of this phone will not go bad quickly. I guess Tecno is getting feedback of people who complain about their batteries getting bad. And I think this is just to assure them that, yeah, the battery on this phone is also good. Now, you get 18-watt charger in the box, same we had last year, so no improvement on that front, but it still takes about 2 hours, 15 minutes to get this phone to charge from 0 to 100%. So, like I always say, no fast charging here. It's not like we were expecting it. It's the kind of phone you want to just plug and go to bed, wake up tomorrow morning and it's filled up. Now let's round off this review by talking about the camera of this phone. Just like the Spark 20, we get a 50 megapixel main camera at the rear. Now this other sensor right here is the remote sensor that you can use to control your devices at home, though I would definitely trust my remote more than what these guys are offering here. While the other one there is the flashlight that obviously helps you to take better pictures under low lighting conditions. Now, I also like the camera ring, the way it is particularly designed. It's obvious that so much thought went into its design, which kind of like just add to the whole effigy of the phone. And at the front, we get an 8 megapixel front-facing selfie camera. Now, when it comes to picture processing, just like every other camera, with proper lighting, you can get very decent pictures from the camera of this phone. HDR processing is also impressive from the pictures you're looking at right now. And in the case of portrait photography, well, I would say it does pretty well also. Okay, so this is how the video of the front-facing camera of the Tecno Spark 30C looks like. Yeah, you can shoot at 2K, 30 frames per second, and this is what the quality looks like. Now, what do you think about it? I think it's okay for a budget phone. Yeah, as usual, it's okay because these are not camera-centric phones, though the Spark series actually is where Tecno try to balance performance and cameras. But for the price point of 140,000, we get something like this. It's pretty good, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Videos from this phone, both the front and the back cameras, can go as high as 2K at 30 frames per second, and this is exactly what they look like. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the cameras of this phone. I would love to hear your thoughts. Now, for 140,000 naira or $90, would I say this phone is a good phone to get? Well, the answer will always be yes. I mean, it gives you a lot, like a very nice, good looking design, depending on whether you like it or not. Also, the display, it's okay. And of course, the processor, slightly better, but like I said, not much information about it. You want to get this phone if you want to use it to carry out basic smartphone operations and very light gaming. Other than that, anything you do with it will definitely be a stress for it. But then at this price point, I think I would prefer the Itel X24 because it comes with a better chipset, the Helio G91, I think, and also a 108 megapixel camera. I know pixel count doesn't matter, but then it's definitely going to give me better pictures than what we have here. So there it is, my review of the Tecno Spark 30C. What do you think about this review? Can you let me know in the comment section below? Like this video so that more people get to actually see it, and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth reviews like this one. I will see you in my next video.